We're ready with some more projects. Sonic 06, Sonic Project 06. I'll get it right eventually. I really want to play this. And we've got Stelmo here ready to run. Gordin Ramsay here too, I think. Or we have like LucasFan98. Tell me what's going on. How's everybody doing?
I'm LucasFan98.
Oh my goodness.
What is going on?
The LucasFan98.
I am a world-renowned slow runner. Some people try to complete the game quickly. I try to complete it as slowly as possible, but as coolly as possible. That is now a word.
As you can see, I have the bigger shadow, therefore I am the better runner.
Yeah, sure. I think you're overcompensating for something, buddy.
Oh, yikes.
Anyway,
welcome to more Project 06, guys. If you weren't here for the earlier stream where Kariru and Reverie did Sonic's any % category, welcome. This is Shadow's run. Definitely 100% the best run in this game. And yeah, I'm Stelmo98 over here on your right, and LucasFan98's over there on your left, as we have the entirety of the Shadow speedrunning community here.
all two of them.
All two of us. So I guess, Kariru, do you want to count us down?
I can count you guys down. Hello, I'm back. All right, whenever you guys are ready. 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. Time.
Oh, it's over already? Anyway, so what you're going to be seeing here is we are going to be going through the stages in a bit of a different order than Sonic did. And Shadow actually controls very similarly to how Sonic does. One thing that he didn't have in Retail 06 that was regained back in Project 06 is Shadow's Spin Dash. So because we have the gems accessible to us, it's basically going to be our main form of movement throughout the entire game. And for those who don't know, Shadow was made with more of a combat focus. So we're going to be destroying a lot more enemies and utilizing a lot of Shadow's latent abilities, I suppose, to do those.
Indeed. Well, Sonic has all sorts of fancy hand-braking movement. Shadow is a bit slower, a bit more methodical, but you also have a bigger focus on the amigos. So in White Acropolis, you're going to see some Rouge gameplay, and something notable about Rouge is she can clip out of bounds anytime you play as her.
Yeah, so Gordin getting a major lead here. Because he did a clip that skips a cutscene. I see what you did there. So with Rouge, she can do the same stuff that Knuckles can in terms of having the like where you can clip through onto some collision that's actually outside of the bounds of the game, and we're going to be seeing that. At least Gordin will probably do that at least one more time, maybe 2 more times. But yeah, so we'll see 2 different ways. Because Gordin clipped through as Rouge, he can use Rouge's bombs to destroy the searchlights, whereas I switched back to Shadow, so I'm going to have to use literally my only contribution to this game, the searchlight route, and it's not even used anymore.
Gordin, I've never seen that glitch. That's cool.
It's fine. You're also a propaganda machine. You're the only one of us who streams regularly.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, that glitch is done.
You hear the audio twice? Uh-oh.
Oh, very
cool. That's something I'm pretty used to.
I saw someone say that.
Next up, we're going to head into Shadow's Kingdom Valley, which is notoriously one of the most difficult stages in Retail 06, and it doesn't fall far behind in Shadow's Project 06 run either. Nope. This is going to be our first showcase of RNG in this game.
Yeah, so
unless there is a thing you can do that you're not supposed to.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. So Project 06 is usually pretty good about not having RNG. Sonic's run has basically none. Shadow, though, Rouge will occasionally have these treasure hunting sections where she has to find 3 randomized keys. It's not too hard. The keys only have 3 possible spawn locations each, and the radar is very generous, but it is still pretty substantial time swing. However, Rouge can, again, clip out of bounds, so there is a very degenerate clip that you can go for to skip this entirely. It's very, very fast, and it's like the hardest clip in the game.
And it's great because the keys do not overlap locations, so if you find a key in one spot, you know it's not going to be in the other 2, which really, really helps. I've actually gotten a little bit of a good key set here. Looks like I'm getting a bit wrecked on the 3rd one, but...
I will say we do have the Chaos X, the developer of this fan game, in the chat right now.
Who cares? Anyway, so moving on in Shadow Story, what we're going to be seeing here is I'm going to be using the hover car to attach to this wall. Because one thing I did learn is that, oh, never mind, I'm not going to be doing it. Gordon, did you get it?
No.
Okay, well, normally you're supposed to be able to ride the mountain up the side. I guess it's a little bit of karma, I suppose. Oh, and I died.
Ooh.
Whoopsie. Hey, that means I get one more chance.
Yes, you're right.
The slow runner. Stelmo98, more like Slow-Mo98.
Oh no.
Anyway, so I actually got it this time is because the hover car doesn't really obey physics, like how Sonic's anti-grav slide should probably not obey physics. We can actually just climb up that mountain and go straight into the load trigger. And here we are off into section 3.
Yeah, I forget why exactly it works. Chaos has explained it before, and he's in chat, so he could probably
Feel free to ask.
give us a rundown. I think it's like hover vehicles have invisible wheels underneath them, and that's how they move. And they can
and the Sonic characters don't know how to drive, so
that too.
you know, sometimes things get a little bit wonky.
I see we have the better version of Castle Skip.
Yeah, breaking some of the automation. We're supposed to do a couple of scripted wall jumps there, but I just broke it and did a little castle skip right there. Hidden these springs because Shadow can't have fun like Sonic can.
It's worth mentioning that breaking out of chain jumps is actually a mechanic that Chaos added. If you just press X while on a wall, you'll cancel it. It doesn't come into play too often, but it does have some niche use. It's pretty cool.
Yep, it's definitely pretty cool.
Going into the end of Kingdom Valley here, what we're going to be doing is one more skip. Because Chaos let us break the stained glass, we can use a little bit of height we get off of one of the posts on the walkways and go straight in and finish up Kingdom Valley.
Oh yeah, I'm down for Chaos to join if you want.
It's Chaos. If you would like to
Yeah.
join, I'm okay with that. We're chilling.
Yes, please get the soundboard. It's very
Only-
spring friendly.
Only if he talks about how amazing we are.
I forgot that there were cutscenes.
Moving on into Crisis City, we're going to be seeing the reverse of Sonic's cutscene with Shadow here. So normally, and actually in one of the first versions of the Shadow release, the buggy, which is another one of Shadow's vehicles that we're not going to be seeing in this run, was in here, but everyone just spin dashed down this section that Chaos just removed it. So
Yeah, Chaos has absolutely committed some buggy erasure. He completely removed it, or no, he almost completely removed it from White Acropolis. You were supposed to shoot down the searchlights with buggies, buggy missiles. He turned it into just break the heads and then removed like 3 of the 4 spawn locations. He completely removed it from everywhere in Crisis City. It only exists in like an out-of-the-way spot in White Acropolis and Wave Ocean.
Yep. And it's a terrible vehicle anyway, so.
It is pretty bad. It does not work very well.
But
knew
Crisis
buggy would be
City,
buggy?
especially Crisis City and Flame Core are going to look very similar to Sonic's run, but we're going to see the main difference in that we can't drop dash with Shadow. So we kind of have to wait until we start moving downwards for the Legacy jump dash to help us out at all. But we're going to be seeing there's a little bit of a different level design between Sonic and Shadow stuff. We're going to be dealing with some more enemies, and especially in Flame Core, we're going to be seeing our first showcase of Chaos Boost in the run.
Chaos Boost and a secret item.
And something that Chaos added that wasn't in the original game, which is pretty sweet.
We've got McDonald's Shadow, all the colors of the rainbow.
Definitely stay tuned for that.
Yep. Red Shadow and
Makes the buggy a playable character. But of course, there's nothing better than Crisis City Section 3. I believe Gordon's getting pretty close to it right now.
Oh, we love Crisis City Section 3.
So Shadow has this hang glider, and it's one of the, I guess technically it's avoidable in Wave Ocean, but it's slower to do so. These sections are rough. And especially in Section 3 here, basically what you guys are going to be seeing is we're going to move above all the debris, but below the kill plane, and we're just going to press A twice every 3 seconds to give us a little boost.
I don't know, guys. I see Ramsay all the time here.
I'm gonna play it the way the developer intended.
Oh, okay.
Lucasfilm 98 is a slow runner. There you go, Chaos.
Love
All
it.
for you, buddy. Please respond to my DMs.
One important thing to note that is an ability that Sonic is supposed to have that he doesn't, but Shadow actually has it, is you can actually fall off of ledges or platforms or whatever, and he will gain the ability to do a jump dash or a homing attack. Sonic was supposed to have it in this release, but he doesn't, and it changes the gameplay just a little bit. Gives you a little bit of a safety net as well.
It's very useful.
But coming on to the, I guess the rail section, I guess the developers just showing off how cool their fire tornado is. There's just these random rebars in the middle of the sky.
Are we questioning level design now? Huh.
No, this game is
No.
flawless.
No. Yeah, there's no way.
How could I be so naive?
Rails in 06 and PO6 are kind of weird. In 06, it was like a poorly explained rhythm game where you had to tap X within a certain rhythm to speed up. You'd do a trick whenever you pressed X, but it was the actual input that gave you speed, not the trick. In PO6, just mash X and you go fast.
Yeah, basically.
That's it.
As I screen peek here, I see that I am synced with Gordon's live feed, which means it's probably already in Flame Core.
I have just booted it up.
Ooh.
We're actually
All
pretty
right.
close.
Yeah, so Flame Core is going to be the first stage we're going to see Chaos or Shadow's Chaos Boost abilities. I would explain them all, but we're basically going to be jumping to the highest tier in pretty much every situation we're going to be seeing it in. There is a special thing if you get all the S ranks in Shadow's stages that appears in Dusty Desert called the Memory Shard Light. And what it does is it engages Shadow's uninhibited ring mode. So if you're a big fan of Dragon Ball Z like Chaos is, you can see the influences there. As we just grab these meter capsules and just go straight up to level 3, do some of these fights, which are some of the coolest fights in the game, at least I think, and level up here to our crimson gold color as we're in uninhibited mode. This is basically Shadow's super form, but instead of being tied to rings, it's tied to our action gauge in the bottom right. So one thing to be very careful with when you're using this is this ability actually has a consequence. If we run out of that yellow meter in the bottom right corner, Shadow will be completely still. We can't do anything with him for 5 seconds. So it's very important that we do these sections very quickly as to not run out of meter with him, or else we're going to be waiting a bit.
No matter where you are, it will always make you fall, even in the air. You'll fall straight to the ground.
However, if you are in automation, which in earlier runs of Flame Core, we actually timed it out to where we ran out of Kaioken mode or whatever this is in automation, but we do section 1 so quickly now that we can just go straight to section 2, and to avoid the penalty, we just pause and restart, and it takes Shadow out of his Chaos Boost mode. There's some other abilities that he's going to have. Chaos Snap probably being the biggest one. We basically teleport to enemies instead of having to spend the homing attack time going to enemies, which is going to be very useful in the next stage, Aquatic Base. But other than that, basically we're just invincible.
A little bit of actually being able to see Flame Core this time.
Yes.
Very true. Shadow can do the same skip, but without the speed shoes, it's basically useless.
Yep.
Yep, and here we get our second showcase of Rouge. The orbs that Knuckles was supposed to hit that we skipped are in a bit of a different location. But we're just going to be using some high jumps again by pressing A and X at the same time. Every character can do it in this game except for Silver.
And
Or X and Circle if you're on
And
PlayStation
if you count
controllers.
Princess and Mach Speed Sonic as different characters, the Princess and Tails do it with A and B. But yeah, it's a very interesting glitch. There may be a video on it somewhere on the internet.
Oh.
yeah, you can find it on my channel, Lucas Fan.
But finishing up Flame Core here. I was hoping to get a 230, but that's okay. 241 is just fine with me.
241. Hold on. How fast is this man?
Ooh, this
Fast
man is
enough.
pretty fast.
Faster than Lucas Fan.
You're
Oh.
telling me he's the fastest man alive? Faster
say-
than the slow runner?
What is the differences between Lucas Fan and Gordon? I would like to know the lore.
Well, we've never seen them in the same room at the same time.
Better pay up, buddy.
All right,
information don't come
on to
Ooh.
onto Shadow's probably most difficult stage, as in if we mess up, we completely restart his Radical Train. We're going to be skipping the sections where we destroy the train by going on the outside of the level design. And the first one isn't really too bad, but the second one can be very scary. I might end up just going for the backup here instead. But it basically makes this completable in less than 30 seconds. Oh!
Ooh.
Oh, I don't want to spoil it. I'll delay my reaction by 5 seconds this time. Hey, we got it. And the madness and radical train doesn't end in section 1, because if we head to section 2 here, instead of taking the motorcycle, which unfortunately is the only showcase of the motorcycle in the game, we're going to be jumping to where Eggman's got his train parked there. I guess he's not realizing he's getting blasted from the back by some chaos spears. Something, I believe, Gordin, it was a choice of words. Anyway.
It certainly was.
So, Gordin, do you know, can you charge the Chaos Spear in Retail 06?
You can, but it doesn't deal damage.
Yeah, so the only reason that trick is possible is because Chaos allowed the Chaos Spear to be charged and do damage, and secondly, the Chaos Spear goes through invisible walls. So we just Chaos Spear the train a couple times, and unfortunately we don't get to see our Edgehog on the motorcycle, but you know.
Unfortunately for Eggman, he forgot to pay his parking fee.
Yeah.
He did.
Moving on for on my stream anyway, I'm heading into Aquatic Base, and basically we're going to be going straight into uninhibited mode here. I did reference it during the Sonic run earlier, but it's basically a concept that was in one of Sonic 06's cutscenes, but was never fully realized in gameplay. So it's a really cool ability, and actually an ability that wasn't originally going to be added, but Chaos added at the last second.
Remember, kids, peer pressure does work.
It does.
It's not peer pressure, it's just your turn. Anyway, we're playing as Silver right now, so what Silver does, he moves a little bit faster and has a really cool running animation, but yeah, that's basically it for Silver, because I'm at the end of this section.
Yeah, Silver is going to he'll have his time.
Don't worry, chat, I'll give you more Silver gameplay. I'll do my aesthetic duty.
I know it's what everybody wants.
Yes.
All right, our one and only time of using our level 3 Chaos Boost ability, Chaos Blast, intentionally anyway, destroys all of these worms in this room and opens the door. Very, very nice.
From
because
the hit game?
Yes, very true. I just added it because it was an extra, because yeah. Okay, so Chaos never meant for it to be a thing, but somehow it's a thing, so that means Chaos meant for it to be a thing, and that's a bit of a paradox, I'd say.
The deep lore.
I can't wrap my brain around the Edgehog.
I can't see where I'm going. Okay.
You can't just at peer pressure like that, Lab.
Aww.
Oh man. But anyway, so we're actually going to be seeing uninhibited mode one more time in the run here. We actually go into it twice, because when we switch with Silver, we go out of it into one of the coolest fight rooms in the entire game. So if you want to take a look at my screen here, don't look at Lucas Fan, he's slow anyway.
They'll simply get to see it for longer, Mr. Bratno.
The point of playing games slower, you get more content.
Yes, I'm giving the people what they want.
Well, why are we doing this anyway? We're trying to play games fast, but it requires a lot of time to play it fast.
We're trying to raise money for charity.
Yeah,
It's the one
yes.
time when being
Support
a degenerate
League.
gamer is useful.
Bingo. Shadow
We
getting
haven't
blocked
used-
by the box there. There's a spider on my shoulder. My goodness, I didn't know Spider-Man was
like
here.
Agent of Chaos.
Spiders sent by the Lucas-Fan98.
My connections
right.
run deep.
On to the final hang glider section in Wave Ocean here. We're going to be seeing that life is actually all of a simulation. Because if we get too close to the kill plane in the Mach Speed section here, we're actually going to be seeing a digital wall appear. Because Chaos didn't want us to have too much fun.
No.
Hey, Stelmo, I'm actually going to let you in on a little time save that I've been saving for this section. So if you... Fun fact, I'm not sure if Cass knows about this either. If you repeatedly slam the glider into the lasers, you actually speed up exponentially. And if you hit 0 HP, it's a massive time save.
That is the biggest lie I've ever heard in my entire life.
I think you should try it.
You know what was funny? Because that's a callback to when I did it because I was bad.
Was?
Well, who's ahead right now, sir?
Who's giving the people more content?
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're Omega now, and we're going to be seeing a lot more of Omega and Omega's Dusty Desert. Oh, don't worry, it's not Dusty Desert Omega, it's Omega's Dusty Desert. We're going to see more of his abilities, but for right now, just know he can jump, hover, and run.
Pretty much. Omega is... he's a character that exists. He was the fastest in Retail Sonic 06, moving at 20 meters per second. Second fastest was 17. And infamous for being able to just tap the glide button to fly indefinitely. In Project 06, he kinda sucks.
Unfortunately, does not have that.
He has like 0 hover speed.
But hey guys, don't worry, in Silver's release, his hover speed will be faster.
Copium.
It's
Omega's
okay.
definitely one of the characters in 06. Yes, he is.
Yep. The Omega.
All right,
Oh, hey.
so... Oh, hey, it's me files.
Me
Yeah,
files.
that cutscene finally had dialogue. There is an option to disable certain in-game cutscenes. Some of them still need to play just because stage events are tied to them. But for some reason, if you have cutscenes off, that cutscene with Mephiles doesn't play any dialogue. It still plays the thing, just no text. It's slightly awkward.
It's kind of weird.
Gonna say hello to Dave, Mr. Fratmo?
No, I was gonna say I was waiting for it.
I did have to. So there's this specific Titan that saved my butt a lot of times in Wave Ocean, so we named him Dave. But there is one thing I want to show off because, you know, I'm a little ahead and, you know, give Gordon a little bit of a chance to catch up. Rouge is actually chilling up here. You know how Mephiles and Omega are duking it out behind that gate? They're actually not there, but Rouge is just kind of hanging out with us at the goal ring, which is kind of fun. And thankfully, Chaos made it able, I believe it was a thing in Retail 06 as well, to homing attack into the goal ring. So no worries about death there, but it would have been quite hilarious if I did.
Yes.
Very few Sonic games let you actually homing attack into the goal.
It's a really cool mechanic. I quite like it.
Yes.
I wish it was in more.
Yes.
Right
Also,
back on top of the hovercraft in Dusty Deserts, Chaos, the saint that he is, made the trigger to open the door right at the very end of this section. So normally you're supposed to go through a bunch of pillars, and it's a really terrible section of the game. But we can just come over here to this brick wall and just drive through it, and boom, we're already inside Dusty Desert.
Indeed, indeed. In retail, we would go over to the sand, flip the hovercraft over, let it explode due to a failsafe, and then clip through the door. In Project 06, it is literally impossible to flip this thing over, so we just hit the trigger and we're good.
Yep, it's very, very nice. However, in the Silver release, I believe we're getting a new vehicle.
Might be. We don't know yet.
But we'll see. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned, or you might be able to ask Chaos. Who knows what he might give you?
Realistic car? I can finally be an Uber driver?
Yes, that's totally what it is.
You can't take away my license in this video game?
Is it the buggy?
Yeah, I sure wish they would add that to the game.
Yeah, where's that?
Also, not to shy away, another one of Project 06's development team, Beats, is in the chat as well. Everyone say hello.
Yes, this is a madman that is currently trying to mod the game.
Yeah,
He's
modding
trying to
Unity.
make a stage creator to where anyone can make their own levels and import it into P06. Pretty cool. But I guess we can talk a little bit about Omega since this is his stage. So Omega has several different types of attacks. If you press the B button, because I'm using an Xbox Series X controller, he does the lock-on a la Gamma and Sonic Adventure 1. If you press the X button, he does the shotgun blast that does double damage. And if you press Y, he enters this Gatling gun mode, which is new for Project 06, which turns Omega's gun or arms into Gatling guns, and he can just blast enemies.
And
really,
your
really
camera
cool
is
stuff.
it's a first-person shooter. It's quite cool.
And you get ammo back by collecting light cores from defeated enemies.
Did you know that Light Cores and Chaos, well, Chaos Drives kind of made their appearance in Sonic Adventure 2 first, but Light Cores also made their first appearance in 06, and then were continued to be used to refill your boost energy.
Interesting Sonic lore we have here.
So because I use the Gatling gun to hit a switch behind the invisible wall, kind of like Radical Train, I can just head back on over to Shadow's section of Dusty Desert.
Yeah, bullets are not impeded by invisible collision, thankfully, so you can do a little bit of cheese.
You can do a little stuff.
We've tried so hard to just skip Omega entirely, but Chaos added like 5 different failsafes.
Yeah, Chaos
Yeah.
does not like speedrunning.
Nope.
Well, more that he doesn't like it when we break his game, which is very fair as a game developer when you're trying to
Unfortunately
make
for
a game.
Chaos, that is my job.
He just really respects Yuji Naka's vision.
But also just information from Beats in the chat right now. The stage creator is going to be available in a day or two.
Very cool, very cool.
All right, so to be sure to check out pretty much everyone here who speedruns Project 06 is going to be on that stage creator. So, woohoo.
You might even see Gordon.
Maybe.
Maybe. The chef
It's
himself.
a shame he had to leave.
Yeah. Hopefully I'm a good substitute.
Hopefully. I, don't know.
Sunset
I think
Heights.
you're a bit better than Gordon. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I agree.
All
Gordon's
right,
a bit of a
for
fraud.
those on time, when I finish Tropical Jungle, when I touch the gold ring, that will be time. So
That will
we'll
be
save when
time.
that happens. Again, this is another key collecting stage. Chaos actually made this a key collecting stage. There is a clip that you can do, but I'm not going to be doing it. But I believe Gordon might steal the win here if he goes for it.
It
Yeah.
is quite a bit easier than the other clips.
I will be going for it, but I'm not sure. I have the stream build up so I can kind of see where you are, but I'm not sure how desynced that is.
Yeah, we'll see.
You guys are a lot more close.
I got a really bad key set, so you just might steal the win here.
I didn't do a high jump, so I might just hit the water and die like an idiot. Oh, my frame rate.
Oh no!
Oh no.
This
no.
can happen. It's just a thing in the Unity engine where if a game's running for too long, or I guess maybe it might just be a PO6 thing, where if the game's running for too long, you
I'm not even sure.
it really slows down. But anyway, that is time.
Ooh.
Very
Bashing
close
my
race.
head against a wall.
Bashing his head against the wall. It's a shame.
Gordon.
Who's Gordon?
Lucas.
Put some respect. There you go.
Lucas.
Gordon's not here, Stelmo. What are you talking about?
Chaos, why did you patch my game?
No.
His game specifically. So actually, you can see, just like
Hey,
all
there
the
we
other
go.
Rouge clips, we were trying to clip through the wall.
And
Here, hey, there
fine.
it is. And you
There
can
we
say
go.
hi to Omega.
There we go.
And there it is.
GG.
That was quite a
Alrighty.
close race.
Hoo-wee, that was a lot of fun. Just over 23 minutes, which is really good for a shadow race. I believe the world record, which I hold, is 22:05, somewhere around there. So not that far off.
Now I've got like a 20. I just haven't unlisted it yet.
Nah, fair enough.
I think Gordon has a 19.
Gordon having it, yeah.
Something like that. But
Something like that.
Yeah.
plugs and out. Anything for lead, Bradder, as well? Or Brad?
I do have a donation that came in during the Omega section.
Ooh.
It was from B, who donated $10 and asked, or says, "This isn't Shadow, this is a robot." That was for the Omega section. Awesome,
enough.
awesome display. That was so wild. Thank you.
This game is incredibly high focus, as you can tell as we were stuttering over our words as we were trying to commentate. But it's definitely worth it.
Clatterless
Definitely worth it.
motion.
Yes. So definitely support Chaos X. Follow him on Twitter. He is Chaos X 2006 on Twitter. Follow Beats as well, especially to keep track of that stage creator. And you guys want to plug yourselves as well?
Yes. Maybe.
Go ahead.
I might want to. I don't know.
Do a little bit of plugging. It depends.
All right. So
Okay, so actual plugs. You can find my streams at twitch.tv/Gordon with an I Ramsay. And
I also stream
Yep.
just career _ if you guys want to go see that.
check him out. He actually goes live sometime.
I do.
And while I look pretty frat, I stream and do YouTube over at Stelmo98. So if you like what we do here, you should definitely follow us. Again, join the 06 Discord. I guess we could probably, I don't know, put a link. I'll tweet it out or something like that to join the 06 Discord if you're interested in running this game. And go download it as well because it's awesome.
Please do. It's awesome.
I say
But-
we just read out the URL or the link to the Discord.
Yes.
I think I'm okay.
You think you're good on that one?
I think I'm good on that one.
I'm sorry, chat. Stelmo doesn't want to have fun.
Yeah, I know.
$1,800. That's kind of nuts.
Money.
Yeah. Really,
It is.
really cool.
Yeah, yeah. Something just came in. Whoa. Yeah. Carve you.
Who's that?
$50. I don't actually 100% know. It's you. But wait a minute. This was a $50 donation that says, "Man, this commentator sucks." Maybe that's how it says. That's how it says.
Man.
Who did
Wow,
it?
I never thought I could get outed like that.
I did. I always had faith in you.
And with that, I think it's time to go. Enjoy the rest of the marathon, support Lead, and we hope to see you guys in our streams or maybe supporting Project 06 in whatever way you can.
Thank you for watching us.
And thank you for having us on, guys.
Adios.
Adios.
Bye.
Doo-doo.